The more you put your life on display, the more people are gonna try to drag you down, are gonna try to count you out, are gonna try to stop you from doing what you actually wanna do with your life. It's just how it is. But there's something special about disappearing. There's something special about stepping back into the shadows and focusing on you. When you become unavailable, unreachable, you commit to becoming the best version of yourself in secret, there's energy in that. It creates a fire that is hotter than anybody will understand. A fire that will burn brighter than anything else. And you just know that when you do re-emerge into the light, when you do re-emerge in front of other people's eyes, you're going to show a transformation that no one was expecting. And the crazy part is that when you do re-emerge, when you do show your face again after all of that work, you won't care about their opinion. You'll be able to tune it out completely because you know that the power lies in your own opinion of self due to the work that you've done in the shadows. So let's break it down. I'm gonna give you the key steps on what to do, how to disappear, work on yourself, and reappear as the ultimate version of self. And trust me, if you miss any of these steps, especially the last one, you will regret it. Step 1, shut your mouth. I'm talking about close your mouth and stop talking about your goals to individuals around you. Your friends, your family, coworkers, acquaintances, even your spouse if they are not 100% on board with you going through that transformation. Because none of them are going to understand why you want to do said thing. And a lot of people have a tendency of just running their mouth and filling information, their opinions on what you would like to do. In order to truly disconnect and disappear into the shadows so you can go through that transformative experience, you need to be quiet first. Step 2, only care what you would think. In order to truly step away and focus on rebuilding self, you need to disconnect from the opinions of others. What I want you to do is picture yourself in the future and only ask yourself, what would they think of my actions? What would they think of what I am saying right now? What would they think of my work ethic? Stop utilizing that same comparison and question method with your friends, family, coworkers, spouse when they have never done what you would like to do. Disconnecting from the opinions of others will drastically transform how you act and show up on a daily basis. Step 3, hide your plans. A lot of you guys never actually achieve success in what you are chasing because you share your plans with everybody. You consistently talk about them. And what happens when you talk about them? What happens when you tell your friends you want to lose 20 pounds? What happens when you tell your friends you're going to start that business? You get gratification. They pat you on the back and they make you feel like you've done something when you haven't. So you need to learn how to stop sharing until you've started to see success. And if you truly do need advice, if you truly do need direction, be very surgical with who you ask. Is that person successful in this field? Have they done what I want to do? If the answer is yes, share it. Ask them a question about the plan itself. If they haven't, go through the grind, the grit, and figure it out. Step 4, hide your progress. I'm glad you're seeing a little bit of progress now. Your physique is looking better, you're making a little bit of money, you've started to climb the mountain. But don't stop halfway up to just show up that you started in the first place. In order to truly let the darkness mold you into what you like to become, you need to allow it to go through the entire process. Don't just go under to emerge halfway through the transformation. Don't climb half the mountain just to stop halfway up, turn back, and celebrate with your friends. Keep your head down, keep the blinders on, and keep going until the end. Step 5, hide your pain. Now this is where most people would disagree. This is where most people would actually yell at you to not listen. But this is where you truly find out what you are made of. You're gonna get hurt in this game. You're gonna feel mentally and emotionally and physically beat down consistently when you are chasing your goals. What I wanna urge you to do is go through it silently. Not forever, but for the time being. Stop consistently running to everybody around you to put a band-aid on your boo-boo to help you solve the problem and figure it out yourself. Scream into the pillow, scream into the void if you need to, but keep pushing forward. It's time to figure out what the you're made of. Now we're ready to transform. Step 1, pick your target. What do you actually want? Do you want to get jacked? Do you want to build a multi-million-dollar business? Do you want to transform your relationship? What is the actual goal? Write it down, be specific, create a vision board if you need, but make sure you keep it private and make sure it's only for you. Step 2, revolve your life around crushing that goal. Every moment of the day counts. Every second counts, every minute counts, every hour counts. Everything should be 100% planned from when you wake up to when you go to bed to get you to said goal. If you got to use Google Calendar, use it. If you got to move closer to the gym so you can walk, do it. Whatever you need to do, it needs to be planned out and you need to take action on it. If you truly want success in life, you need to bridge the gap between I'm passionate about the goal and I'm obsessed about making it happen. And step 3, reprogram your mind. You got to learn to love this process, the grind, the pain, the solitude. All of these things are things that you need to learn to love because they are a part of the process. And at first, they're going to feel incredibly strange. They're almost going to feel gross, like you don't want to embrace embrace the solitude and the pain and the loneliness and the stress, because those things you were taught to avoid by society. You were taught that all of those things were bad. They're only bad for the mediocre. They're only bad for the normal, and that's not you. So you need to learn to embrace them, embody them, make them your friend, get comfortable with them. In order to see that success, you need to be comfortable with discomfort. So embracing those things are necessary. And when it finally becomes time for you to reappear, leave those shadows, you might find that you don't need to anymore. You've become one with that shadow, with that darkness, with that solitude. It has molded you into the person you are right now, and you've learned to just keep growing. You set a goal, you embrace the darkness, you achieve the goal, you set larger ones. And you're not looking for the validation from others anymore. You are validating yourself through the work, through the grind, through the sweat, through the blood. You'll keep crushing it, setting bigger goals and bigger goals, remaining a mystery to most, and you'll become okay with that. You will quickly find that the life in the shadows focused on your success, in your opinion, is a lot better than the life you left behind while always trying to be in the light with the rest.